Hi Arya, how are you?
I am good. How are you?
Great, great. Arya, it's such a pleasure to be able to talk to you today about your upcoming film. I saw the trailer yesterday. It looks absolutely fab. And what really struck me was it was such like you look so different from the characters we've seen you doing so far. So tell me what went into kind of reinventing yourself to get into the character for this film.
This film, Ranjit, he had this character. He had to play three phases of his life. So he had actually layered it in three different phases. The whole film. So and he had sketched different looks for each phase. And because the movie is set in the 1970s, he had to go with the looks that was quite popular back then. How would people would relate to it to as a period film? So the physical look wise. So he was very particular on the costumes and things. He had done a huge research on what has to go into the film. So in that aspect, the basic look-wise, he had done a huge research for me, but then I didn't have to do anything for myself. Apart from that, we had workshops for all the actors who were involved in the film for 45 days workshop, where we were given the scenes and we were given, because it happens in North Madras, we have a different slang and a different dialect to the whole area. So we had to go master those dialect and the body language of a boxer. So we had boxing national boxers who was coming in and training us, and we had people from those clans that are like Sarpata Parampara. So many parambaras are there during those times. So we had real boxers who were present at that time, who were the boxers then coming to our workshop and telling us how how they used to practice and how they to approach a match and how what was the scenario back then. So all these inputs, all this learning was a great preparation for this film.
Right, right. Also, is action something that you're very comfortable with, and is that one of the reasons why you took up this film?
Action I'm comfortable with, but I'm not too okay with the action which is mindless actions, which
Right.
just because you have to have some fights, you have fights. But I like meaningful action, purposeful action. Like for this film, this is a sports film. This is a boxing film, which is a contact sport. So usually when you do an action film or when you do a fight, you really don't have to touch your opponent. You don't have to. It will be like cheating the punch or cheating the kick, or where only few places you'll have to really touch the person. But this boxing being a contact sport, we could not cheat by overlapping or not hit. We just have to hit our faces, and so that was quite difficult, and it was very challenging because you are doing it such josh, you don't realize what kind of power, what kind of strength you are putting into your punch. So either you get hurt while your opponent is punching you, or you hurt your opponent. So it had happened so many times on shoots because the director wanted very realistic punches. He
Really.
didn't dramatic punches. So it was one big experience altogether.
Right, right. Was it also physically very challenging because you're saying the action had to be real, but at the same time you had to ensure that nobody really gets hurt? How do you balance the two things and at the same time deliver dialogues, put in expressions as an actor, everything together?
No, it was quite strange because when we are doing action scenes, the whole day we would shoot probably for 2 minutes of this sequence in the film. So we used to be so fed up, like even Tyson and Muhammad Ali wouldn't have fought so much for a fight. But it was easier to just do a match and get out in like an hour. But we have to be boxing and rehearsing, and we were doing the takes for the whole day and continuously like that for each fight for like good 5 6 days, or the climax was 10 days. So we would lose track of how many days we have been boxing. So the day you wake up, go box the whole day, come back and you sleep. Next day you wake up, you box. So it was like even Muhammad Ali and Tyson wouldn't have boxed so much in their life. So that kind of a feeling started gathering. So it was quite an experience. By boxing, since we had a lot of boxing training before the shoot. it was quite helpful when we were shooting.
Right, right. Also, is there a sudden interest in sports films or boxing as a sport? Because there's also another Hindi film we have coming out this week itself, and then Sarpatta is coming out next week. So, is there a sudden interest in this genre across languages and industries? Do you see that?
I think sports film has been a huge genre in Indian cinema, especially in Hindi. Down south, very little films they have, but sports film whenever they come, it's quite unique, and the expectations are very high. And when film like Tufan is coming, the expectation is very high because we have previous Bag Milka Bag, which is a sports film, which was quite a revolution. So Tufan is coming now, so definitely that anticipation and that kind of excitement is definitely there. So when the Sarpata Parampara also is coming, so that excitement only increases. And the boxing life is such a huge scale, such a huge space that you can say at least 100 more stories in it. So it's more Maricom biography was there. That was a huge hit. That was very well accepted and very well, received by people. So, but Tufan, I'm sure it will have a different story to say and different elements to the film. So likewise, even
Also,
Sarkar is based in 1970s, so we have a different story to tell. So it's going to
right.
be experience for the audience.
Right, right. Also in Hollywood, we've seen so many boxing stories
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
years and such iconic films.
It's all like reference films for all the films that we make here.
Right, right. Also, the amazing thing is that now, because of Amazon Prime Video, we have a Tufan and a Sarpata all on the same platform, and such a pan India audience getting to watch your film. Even your last release was on the digital platform. What do you think, Arya, of this outreach that you have? Fans outside of your own state, watching your films all over India. How does that feel?
It feels great because we never explored this space as it is right now because maybe we took it for granted and we like okay, it will come on Amazon or any other OTT platform. But the kind of launching your movie on a platform like Amazon, it's so huge that the movie is watched all across the globe. On the same day, and you can get the feel of it the next day. How well it is accepted and how well it is reached and how whether people like it. And there's no language barrier. So it's like a huge opportunity and it's a huge space that there's still lots more to get, lots more to explore actually. So right now, the current scenario, what we have COVID situations, I think for a film to reach audience, I think Amazon, the Sarpata Parambara releasing on Amazon is the best thing that can happen to me and for the film right now.
Right. But do you kind of sort of regret that your fans would have probably loved to watch you on the big screen, as especially in a film like this? That experience will kind of, go away. What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on that?
watching the movie in the theater is altogether a different experience, and I personally miss that experience. But what I see finally went like because this is not a normal situation of what we are facing right now. So we do a film, and what you want the most is to reach out to the people. So right now the theaters are still not functioning, and you do a big film and you invest so much of time, energy, and everything into this film, and finally it cannot cater to the people that you want to reach it to. You will feel disappointed. So in that sense, if I think that point of view, if I think that okay, at least I'm sure this film will reach out to millions of people at the same time, and definitely it will reach that people. It's just it's like a boost to me. I can't regret that, at the moment that the theaters, I'm not able to use the theaters.
Right, right. Also, now that we have these streaming services and everybody is, well, it's almost like a open area for anybody can work in any kind of project right now. Are you looking at working at any, industry other than, in South, whether it is in Bollywood or any other language cinema?
I do look out for work in other languages, and definitely Sarpata will definitely help me get my work in many other languages, I'm sure. But I'm just wait. I do get offers, but I just want to do the right thing. I don't want to do just because I want to do a film in the other region. So something really good comes up, and I feel I'm good enough for that. Then I would take it up. Otherwise, I just don't want to just do it for the namesake. So I'm just waiting to get some good stuff.
Right, right. Also, I'm sure, I mean, the amount of fan following that you have, each time you take up a project, there's a huge amount of expectation, and your fans have to like it. So it does that kind of build a pressure each time you're coming out with a film?
As long as you give good stuff what they like, and as long as you try to reinvent yourself in each film, and try to be do justice to what you have accepted, I think they'll be excited. You can't take anything for granted. Each project have to be really calculated, and you have to take that the risk in each project. That's what I believe in. So I try to do the best I could in each project.
Right, right. After Sarpata, what else can we look forward to?
After Sapta, I have two other films which have finished shooting for it. It's Aranmane 3 and Enemy. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully, by the time it's ready, the theaters are operational, and we're able to go to the theaters.
Great, great. All the best for this one, and looking forward to watching this film next week on July 22. Thank you so much for your time, Arya. Such a pleasure connecting with you today.